Today we are solving multi-step inequalities. We're going to be putting together the things we've learned in the last few lessons. So our directions say to solve each inequality. So again, in number 1, here's my wall right at the inequality symbol. So I have 5x minus 3 is greater than 12. So I need to isolate my variable. So again, I'm going to add 3 to the opposite operation there, and I have 5x is greater than 15. And then I need to get that x by itself. So I have 5 times x. Opposite operation is division. So my final answer there is x is greater than 3. In number 2, I have negative 3 minus x is less than 6. So again, there's my wall. I'm going to get that x by itself, so I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And I have negative x is less than 9. Now I don't want negative x, I want positive x. So that's negative 1 times x. So into the opposite operation. Now notice because I divided by a negative number, I need to change the direction of the sign. So that less than becomes greater than. I have x is greater than negative 9. Number 3 says negative 2 times the quantity of a plus 6 is greater than negative 18. So there's my wall. I need to distribute that negative 2 to get rid of the parentheses. So I have negative 2a minus 12 is greater than negative 18. My next step is to add 12 to both sides. And I have negative 2a is greater than negative 6. Now I have negative 2 times a, so I need to do the opposite operation, which is divide. Because I divided by a negative number, I need to change the direction of the sign. And I'm left with a is less than 3. In number 4, I have 4y minus 3 is less than or equal to negative y plus 32. There's my wall. First thing I want to do is I want my y's on the same side. So I'm going to add y to both sides. And I have 5y minus 3 is less than or equal to 32. My next step is to add 3 to both sides. So I have 5y is less than or equal to 35. Because I have 5 times y, I'm going to do the opposite operation, which is divide. And so I have y is less than or equal to 7. My word problem says a water park charges $12 for admission and $5 to park your vehicle. In part A, it says write an inequality that represents the possible number of people that could go for $50. Assume everyone drove to the water park in the same vehicle. So let's think about the information we need. I have at most $50. That's all I have to spend. So that's the one I'm going to write on the right-hand side. I have $50. And what am I using that $50 for? Well, I have $12 for admission and another $5 to park. So it's going to be $12 per person. So I'm going to make that 12p, $12 per person. And in the part A, it says we're all going to go in the same vehicle. So we only have to pay that $5 once to park. So it's $12 per person. That's the 12p plus the $5 to park. That's going to be less than or equal to 50. I can spend $50, but I can't go over that. So that's part A. It asks us to write an inequality. So there it is. 12p plus 5 is less than or equal to 50. Now in part B, it says what's the maximum number of people that could go. So now I'm going to solve it for p. I want to know the maximum number of people. So I have 12p plus 5 is less than or equal to 50. So I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. And I have 12p is less than or equal to 45. Divide both sides by 12. And p is less than or equal to 3.75. Now again, because it's a word problem, we have to think about what they're asking. They're asking, they want to know how many people can go. So I have less than or equal to 3.75. So I don't have quite enough money for 4 people to go, but I do have enough money for 3 people to go. So I can say the maximum number of people that can go to the water park is 3. So there's my final answer.